Over the past 30 plus years that I've been involved in magazine publishing and with the UK tackle industry, I've seen a lot of bait additives and wonder baits come and go over the years. If you're as old as I am, you'll probably know most of them. I'm not going to name any names, but most of these products have been developed in fish tanks in a laboratory in Japan or America. But this stuff that's sort of just dropped here, which we're launching today, is something completely different. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before, and I've been using it for about the past 6 months. Those of you that saw my reports from Norway would have seen we caught some rather spectacular fish over there, but I've caught plenty of fish over here in the UK on it too. It's called Gobble Sticky. It's basically a liquid bait gel, and as the name suggests, it is really, really sticky. It's been primarily designed for putting on lures, but we've been having great success putting it on baits like mackerel strips, squid strips, worms even. Now there's 2 different types at the moment that we're going to be selling here in the UK. There are others in the pipeline, but these 2 particular ones have been tested rigorously in the fjords of Norway. That's another thing about Gobble Bait. It's been developed in Norway and it's been tested in the fjords, not in a fish tank, in a laboratory. So we've got 2 types. We've got the Gobble Sticky BM 3.8, which is primarily aimed at cod, pollock, ling, the gillidive family basically. And then we've got this one here, which is the SV 4.9. Now this one has been specifically developed for bass, but all manner of sea species will eat both of these baits. We've caught wrasse, we've caught plaice, dabs, smooth hounds, all sorts of fish on them. Fish just love it. Now if you watch some of the videos that we're going to be posted up over the next couple of days, you'll see how effective this stuff actually is. There is years worth of underwater footage with static baits, bits of plastic with this stuff on, sitting on the seabed, and trolling lures as well. And you'll see how the fish come up, they smell it, they investigate, they go away, they come back up again. They'll have a little nip at the lure, taste it, and as soon as they taste it, that's it. Bump, bump, bump. They just work their way down the lure and inhale it, basically. It's amazing stuff. It's all natural ingredients. There's no chemicals or anything like that in here. They're very, very, very hot on the whole green aspect over in Norway. The cardboard packaging that this comes in is recycled. You've even got aluminium tubes instead of plastic. In fact, the only bit of plastic on here is the cap, which I believe is also recyclable. It's exciting stuff. It really is. Just a quick anecdote. While I was over in Norway, we were fishing on the jetty because we got blown off. It was too windy. And my mate Simon, he was fishing with mackerel strips in the harbour on the sand, not catching anything for about 40 minutes or so. We had a load of tubes of this on the boat because we'd been using it, and he decided to put a few dabs of this on his mackerel strip, and he proceeded to catch about, I think it was 12 or 13 dabs in the space of 25 minutes. And one of the other lads that was fishing with us, he was LRFing. He had a tiny little 1.5 inch piece of rubber on a drop shot rig, and he was catching the odd sea scorpion and bits and bobs. He put a bit of this on, flicked it out onto the sand, put his rod down, and a few moments later, bang, 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 he'd hooked a dab on a piece of soft plastic, laid static on the seabed. That just goes to show you how good this stuff actually is. It's really, really easy to use as well. Look, I'll show you what you do. Just take the cap off. You just get your chosen lure, like this, and just squirt a load on it. You can do one side, you can do both sides. I would suggest doing both sides. I'm just going to do one here for demonstration purposes, but that's literally all there is to it. And it is so sticky, I wouldn't recommend rubbing it in with your finger. You can do, but why get it on your finger? That's not going to come off of there for a good sort of, they recommend between 10 and 30 casts. Over in Norway, I was casting out as far as I can, retrieving. I was getting a good 25 casts before I had to reapply it. But yeah, it works. It really does work. And all my friends and I that have been using it, like I say, we're completely blown away by the stuff. So get on the gobble. Check our website out, which is www.gobblebaituk.com. Hit us up on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll be seeing a lot more of this stuff. We'll be running some competitions soon, because I've said to the people that I know that have had a play with this and stuff, I've said to them, I bet you can catch a fish on a piece of old bicycle inner tube with some of this stuff on it. And I am going to try that, but we're going to run a competition along the lines of the strangest things that you can catch a fish on with a bit of gobble on top, which is going to be interesting. But more on that to come. Thank you very much for watching.